Thanks so much for coming back to the conversation. We're talking about how to give back and make a meaningful and consistent difference in the lives of others. Here with me today, Constance Stone and our special contributor, Reverend Natasha Reed Rice. And joining us now, Nikki Crawford. He's the founder of Flowing with Blessings, a nonprofit that assists our brothers and sisters who are experiencing homelessness. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I want to talk, first of all, flowing is there's so many meanings here. It's such a beautiful thing. Talk about the way that you are helping our brothers and sisters who don't have a home to go home at night and take a shower, something we all take, the rest of us take for granted.
Yes, absolutely. We have a shower that has 3 private showers. And the thought was, what can we do to make the unhoused lives just a little better? Give them some dignity. And so we came up with this shower trailers for them.
And so what was it? What was the moment that made you go, I can help? As opposed to seeing the struggle and deciding to do something about the struggle?
Yeah, it came to me. I saw an article, a gentleman that had given toiletries to an unhoused person, I think it was in Wisconsin. And within an hour, the guy brought it back to him and said, I want to thank you for giving me this, but I don't have a place to go take a shower. And so it really impacted the gentleman. He went and found an old RV, and he rode around and tried to find. So I tried to contact him, but undoubtedly it had fallen. And so that was
So what did you do?
part.
How did you go find a whole trailer with private showers in it?
First I forgot about it. And I know God told me, look, hey, you remember what I showed you? And so about 5 years, it took about 5 years, maybe being a little hard-headed. It took about 5 years, and I finally found a trailer in Pennsylvania that had the shower trailer.
So how did you buy it? Did you go to how did you, because I know that wasn't free.
No.
So how do you pull together the resources to do something like that to help others?
Well, first I've been blessed so much, and I just knew that this was what I needed to do. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and pay for it myself.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I purchased the shower trailer
And tell us
myself.
about what happens on this bus here, because that's a whole different setup with some very nice washers and dryers.
Yes. Well, one of the young ladies had come out of the shower, and we had given the clothes, and this was in about the first year into our operation. And I knew she still had the smell. And I was thinking, I know she took a shower.
Right.
And it dawned on me it was the clothes. So that's when I thought, we got to come up with something. And I purchased a bus after I figured out how I was going to do it.
Come on, purchase a bus. I love it.
And purchased the machines and thought that I could find somebody that I knew would know how to put these things together.
Yeah, when you hear stories like this, ladies, I mean, I see you both, grinning, and it makes you feel good, but not just because of what you're able to do for what the other person's getting out of it, but how you feel when you're in this process, right?
It reminds me of one of my sheroes, Marion Wright Edelman, used to say that our service is the rent we pay on earth. So when we think about that investment that you made, people are thinking, wow, you paid for that? But it's like, when you see it as an investment of the blessing that you've been given, a tithe, per se, of the blessing that you've been given, it's phenomenal to see what you can do with that little seed.
Absolutely.
And what I love too, both of you are doing this with your families. This is a legacy of service that's been passed down to both of your children, right?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, and like I said, I've been doing this since the early 2000s, and I always made sure that my children were a part of it so that they could see it. We would go down and we would feed the homeless, and we would collect items and pass them out, and I would ensure that they had conversations, because to your point, like this is community, right? We all have a connection to everyone, and when we recognize that, then that level of empathy is what makes us pour into other people, and then make sure that we raise our children to do the same.
Natasha, how important are those conversations? Because I think sometimes, and I think parents are doing their best to make sure that they're raising, these sensitive and empathetic children, but you can't just go and do it and then take a picture and leave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How do you make it meaningful? Matter of fact, stop taking the pictures and just do, right?
Do it.
How important is it to have those conversations so that it's something that resonates and it carries on beyond maybe a day of service and becomes a life of service?
Well, I think about it as a legacy, right? I mean, we think about what is our estate that we leave to our children. One of the factors of our estate is our legacy of service, right? And how we instill in them this mindset and culture set that, yes, it might be, we think of it as the least of these, kind of as the conversation that you started, but sometimes we think it's the least of these that need what we give them, when in actuality, we're the ones that need them.
Right.
And it flips the table on how we share that legacy with our children and help to curate community.
You wanted to say?
Absolutely. I knew that there was an impact when my son called me one day and he had actually orchestrated his own drive.
Nice.
And he's calling me to ask me who did he need to contact and where did he need to go.
Wow.
And that's when that moment hit me, that what I was doing was actually impacting them in a way that they wanted to give now.
Yeah, this is how we make a difference. This conversation is going to continue right after the break. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.